Welcome to Late Night with the Langs. No, lovely
Hello.
house. It's Late Night with the Langs because Josh does this late at night. So
Hey.
I look like this. I just am who I am.
We did try to do it earlier today, but we had some kid issues, so.
I know, I'm just telling you to be prepared that I will come makeup free with crazy hair all balled up.
That's right. Welcome to our house, the real life of Langs.
Yeah, Josh tells me that we get more views when my hair is down. So we're going to get less views on this one, honey, because I put my hair up.
I'm just saying, that's kind of the stats. So, anyway,
I know I look better with the hair down. You're right.
you look great. However you do your hair, honey.
Thanks. 10 points.
So, checking in today. How did you do today?
Today was hard. Not terrible, but it was getting hard.
How much weight did you lose yesterday?
3 pounds.
Woohoo!
Probably water weight. But that's great. Any
Yeah.
weight's good.
Hey, weight's weight, right?
And I feel less bloated, which is good. Like, even though it's hard, honestly, I feel so much better. The week before we started this, the biggest problem for me that was really motivating me to do this was I just felt really puffy and clogged and nasty, and
Mm-hmm.
I was in pain.
What was the hard part about today?
Trying not to eat what the kids were eating.
Mm-hmm.
Josh made French toast and pancakes.
Because you told me to.
The kids asked
She
for
was
it.
evil. And then
Evil!
she said make them, and then she had me make them, so.
We definitely need some counseling after this one. You just called me evil.
Evil in a lighthearted sort of way, so.
Yeah, did you eat any of those pancakes?
I did not, but
What about the French toast?
no.
Did you?
But I had a headache afterwards because I was so mentally wanting to have them. So that was, for me, that was a hard part, was the not eating the food that I was wanting to eat. And then also, it was about, like, the headaches. I'm detoxing now, so even though I'm not addicted to caffeine, I know that there's probably some caffeine in me that's kind of going out. And then just the tendency to eat food when I'm feeling, well, any time of the day, I just like to eat food. And so thinking of, oh, Laura's going away, that's when I usually eat the fridge, or eat not the fridge, but eat food from the fridge. So
I come home, the fridge is gone.
basically it's just a mental battle all day long. And the fact that I lost 6 pounds yesterday, which I don't know how that happened because that's kind of incredibly ridiculous. But 6 pounds, so I went from, I started at 261 in this diet, and I went down to 255. And what were your weights?
Shamefully high, 174. So I'm at 171 today.
Okay.
But I figured out where those 3 pounds went just now as you were talking. So yesterday, remember, in the afternoon, I think I was running to the bathroom every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And
There you go.
it was strange. And Josh kept going, didn't you go 5 minutes ago? And I was like, I did. And number one, peeps. But so then I left and I thought, surely I've gone 4 times. There's no way I need to go again. I literally drove 5 minutes, and then I was thinking to myself, where's the nearest bathroom? So it had to be water weight.
Could be.
3 pounds of water. Holy Nikes.
So, anyway, we are so excited to, a friend of ours named Janet gave us out of her garden a lot of kale and chard. And so we are so excited because we'll have that for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks until it goes bad. Hopefully we'll be able to use it all. So we're so excited to have that and to juice as much of that as we can. So anyway, we mentioned to you that we were going to share a quote that was kind of motivating us, inspiring us in the day, and just kind of helping us to think internally about how we can change our hearts so that we don't have to go back to this again. And I was reading through, actually, we just got back from a conference that was actually in June called Living in Grace, and they gave us an article by an author named Tim Keller, who's a pastor over in New York City, and he wrote an article on idols, and so...
It's called Gospel Ministry and Idols,
Yeah,
so if you want to Google it.
Yeah, Gospel Ministry and Idols. Basically, I'll summarize. If you're not sure about what an idol is or those kind of things, he defines an idol as something that you spend the majority of your time and energy and thoughts investing into that. So what I've realized that for me, and you can speak for yourself, but that I have viewed food as an idol because I definitely think about it a lot. It's a large part of my life. It becomes something that I crave, and that oftentimes I don't function properly without it. And so now I know that we need food to live, but at the same time, I think I've got an unhealthy need for food and dependency on food. And so Keller says, just briefly, he says, an idol brings about terrible spiritual blindness of heart and mind, and an idol brings about slavery. And I've just realized that the more I get attached to food, the more really blind I get to seeing what's happening around me because I'm just focused on what I want. And also, I become a slave to the food. Like, I just begin to let the food, my cravings for food, dictate what I do in my life. So if I'm driving on the road, I have to stop at this restaurant. Or if I'm here at home, I can't focus on work, I've got to go eat something. And so it's constantly thinking about food, and I'm kind of chained to it. And so I view this fast as a breaking of that chain.
Well, and with the blindness, I know for me, it ends up being kind of a numbing agent where I can eat or get a coffee or whatever, and it kind of just soothes the emotions or whatever's going on in my life at that time. So then I don't really think about what the issue is. I just kind of dull whatever the problem is with that bowl of ice cream or my latte with whip on top. So, it's something that takes the place of God in my life, and with really being aware of what's going on within myself and around myself and people around me. Instead, it just puts blinders on and helps me not think about it.
And I would much rather spend my time and energy, I mean, mentally I know this, but like in the Word or thinking about God and those kind of things and being freed from these kind of bondages. So maybe that's something you deal with, maybe not, but that's something that we were thinking about today and kind of processing to our thought life. So,
all right, cheerio. We're
cheerio.
going to bed.
Tomorrow we'll
Lovely.
see you, and hopefully have some more good reports about our weight.
Watch some Olympics.
Bye.